What's going on, everybody? Wilson here, your spiritual hype man, and I hope you're having a great day. And again, thanks so much for listening. Thanks for tuning in. And I appreciate you hanging around, waiting for the next episodes to drop. I got one coming up that's going to be really cool. I got a chance to meet with Dr. Priya. She is a veterinarian who does both, East and Western type medicine for her animals. I'm super excited. She was out here for a couple days. Super excited to share that one with you. So that one's coming up. Stay tuned for that. But yeah, this one, let's start again. Hopefully you're having a great day. If you're not, just remember it's the thoughts in your head. And you just got to keep at it. You got to keep flexing those brain muscles, right? Being able to be conscious of why am I feeling? How do I get myself out of it? And again, it's an up and down sort of thing. As long as you progressively keep going up, that's the way to go. And that's the way to win. So if you're not, just remember it's the thoughts in your head. You got to learn how to change those thoughts. Got to figure out how to biohack or just think of something differently or a different situation. You can ask yourself with different prompts. Like, for example, this is the one I wanted to talk about today is the question is, why do you do the things that you do, right? So everyone's heard about their why, or who, right? Who are you doing it for? Like, what are you doing? And then who are you doing it for really is the question. And so I think that's been something that I've, like even most recently, is my question, because I know what I'm doing. I know what I want to do. I see the vision moving forward, but really the question is, who am I doing it for? And if it's for you yourself as the individual, great, because I think that's right. We live in our I, but I also think that there's different levels of for who do you do it for, right? I'm doing it for myself, of course. This whatever I'm doing is for me, but as well as who am I doing it for? So the audience. The listeners, you guys have been a tremendous part of this NCUID podcast and the community as it grows. So I think there's moments, and even when I think about like what for Patty and for what Patty stands for and her boys and the kids, I think sometimes there needs to be a reinforcement of who am I actually doing this for, what am I doing, and then who am I doing it for? When you need it, right? So these are prompts that you can tap into to then get motivated to continue to do the things that you're doing, right? The things that you're moving forward for. So that would be my quick. This one will be a quick one, but a quick thought that you can then put into action. Because I was very much similar this morning. I was obviously did a couple of things this morning. Unfortunately pulled my back a little bit on Thursday. And again, it's just, I think proper recovery time for the body is important, et cetera, et cetera. So mentally going through some pain, like physically going through some pain, which resulted in my mental situation of just feeling like, just not as energized or not as pumped to go do shit, right? To go crush it. But I know things need to happen, right? And especially for those that you do it for, right? And that was the thought. It's like there's certain things that need to get done. There's certain things that need to happen. There's certain things that I need to show up for. And so what I'm working through is just making sure that I remind myself, who am I doing it for? Why am I doing it? And to make sure that like that becomes more priority than sometimes just the self, right? Like, oh, I feel bad, or, oh, my back hurts and, I really don't want to do X, Y, Z right now. How do I get to that level of wanting to do it so I go do it? And I think it's different levels, right? It's different levels of situational thought. And I think one of the ways to tap in is really questioning yourself, why or who am I doing it for, and why am I doing it for them, right? What am I doing? Who am I doing it for? And why am I doing it? And I think with those three things, you can get to a mental state. You can ask yourself these questions. You basically are prompting yourself to really figure out, is it worth it? What I am doing, is it worth it? Absolutely. Why am I doing it, or who am I doing it for? Are the people worth it? Are the people that are expecting something, or the people that, trusted me with their project, or trusted me with, their fill in the blank? Of course they're worth it. So, to me, it's a way to get you back on track to go do the shit that you got to go do. So that being said, I hope you enjoy this short one. We will be posting more. I'm going to have some more guests on the show, which will be amazing. And again, if something hits home or any of the episodes that you like or you've heard, please do share. Building the community definitely helps it. And if you haven't rated us on the apps that you're listening to, that would be huge. Thanks so much, everyone. Keep crushing it, and don't forget, nothing changes until you do. Peace.